Welcome to the Illinois Prairie Path. Good afternoon, everyone. I am currently in the town of Wheaton, Illinois. I am at the big junction of the Illinois Prairie Path. We are at mile marker 0 of the Elgin branch. We are also at mile marker 0 of the main stem and mile marker 0 of the Aurora branch. Today's ride is about the Elgin branch of the Illinois Prairie Path. I have the entirety of that scattered on multiple videos, but I don't have one single video where if someone wanted to see just what the Elgin branch looked like. So this video here is going to be that. My plan is to make an individual video for each of the 3 branches and then 2 videos for the spurs, the Batavia spur and the Geneva spur. So today's ride is going to head up this way towards Elgin. It's a little over 14 miles each way. As you can see, it's nice and sunny out. The temperature is currently in the upper 40s, but the sun definitely helps with the temperature. Okay, so we are here. This is the main stem over here. It'll take you all the way over to Maywood. You could take it down the Aurora branch all the way where it meets up with the Fox River Trail in Aurora. And today's ride is going to start here and make its way all the way up to the top here, right into Elgin, right at the Fox River Trail. So at this location, you do have a couple options for parking, which would be this parking deck over here. And also the parking lot over here can be used on the weekends for non-commuters. Tucked behind the fence over here is a porta potty. I don't know if it's there all year long or just during the riding season. They got a couple garbage cans. And as always, I like to see if they have actually any maps here. Wow, look at this. So I've checked for maps on the Illinois Prairie Path many times. This is the first time I've actually run across the map here. But it's not actually a map. We are on our way to Elgin. So as I said, I've ridden this stretch of trail several times at this point. I just never actually done it all in one shot. So it's a different perspective. I've never actually started a ride in Wheaton. So it's kind of fun to start in a new place. And from Wheaton, the possibilities are nearly endless. You can hop on the main stem and head east. You could hop on the Elgin branch and head north. You could hop on the Aurora branch and head southwest. The Illinois Prairie Path intersects with a ton of other trails too. So if you start in Wheaton, the possibilities are pretty much endless on the kind of ride that you can create from that location. Okay, since the Elgin branch goes right past Lincoln Marsh, and since it's not very wet out, I decided to come down here and just see what these little trails look like. I've never actually been down here, and I like to explore a little. There aren't that many people down here, so that's good. And it looks like if you continue down this way here, that'll take you just right up to the road. So rather than going that way, I'm going to turn this way, and I'm going to try and just see if I could go around this trail and right back to where I started. Okay, so you don't have to go very far into Lincoln Marsh to come across a parking lot, which I suppose you could use this parking lot here as a way to access the Elgin branch. They have restrooms right here, a big map right here. Looks like a fire pit and a sheltered area to take a break and picnic. Okay, we're at a fork in the road here. So it looks like if we went left, we could make our way back to where we started, but I'm gonna go straight here to see if I could take the longer trail around. Okay, so just a quick note here. This whole thing is plastic. I've never actually ridden on one that's made of plastic. Most of the ones I've seen are made of wood. So I'm just curious what kind of weight these things can support. Okay, so looks like I've done the full loop around. These are just connector paths here. This one connects to the street, this one connects to a school, this one connects to a street. So there are a couple little paths in the middle that I'll check out the next time I'm here, but otherwise I'm just gonna hang a right and head right back up. Okay, so that was a brief look at Lincoln Marsh, and now I'm just going to continue on the Elgin branch of the Illinois Prairie Path and make my way toward Elgin. Okay, so we're at the corner of Geneva Road and County Farm Road. Be aware that this is a trail intersection here. This is the beginning of the Geneva spur to the Illinois Prairie Path. You could take that all the way to the Fox River Trail. If we continue on this way, where you see the trail over there, that is where the Elgin branch continues, and we'll also take you to the Fox River Trail just more north. Okay, so the Elgin branch is over this way. Though there's this little side trail I've seen every time I've come by. I've never actually checked it out. It says it goes to Klein Creek Farm, and I can see some water back there. So according to AllTrails, this is part of the West Branch Dupage River Trail. So I'm just going to take it up to the water here. It looks like we can go over the water this way, and I'm just going to come back down so I can see what this looks like. Yeah, it's a nice quality trail here with a nice view. Every once in a while, it's really cool to just get off the beaten path and check out a trail that you have not yet ridden on. Okay, so I didn't see that side trail that they showed on the map. It looks like if I were to continue here, I'd run right into the Great Western Trail, where if I were to turn right, I'd end up in Villa Park. If I turn left, I would end up right back at the Elgin branch. So at this point, I'm just going to turn around. Well, I guess I didn't see the side path because I was expecting it to be like a trail. It looks like it's just grass through here. So since it shows it's a trail on AllTrails, I'm just going to take it to the end and turn around just to see what we could see. Okay, so the end of that trail just takes us right around so we could catch another view of the lake here. Very nice. Now I'm just going to head back over this way, cut across here, and then back to the Elgin branch over there. Okay, we're back on the Elgin branch of the Illinois Prairie Path, headed toward Elgin. Quick note here, it looks like this section of trail you are allowed to ride horses. And back there where we just got back on the trail, there was a little gravel parking lot. Looks like you could park there for trail access. Okay, so right here, we are at a trail intersection right at Prince Crossing Road here. This is the way we came from on the Elgin branch. If you look down this way here, this is the Great Western Trail headed towards Villa Park where it ends. And then over this way, the Great Western Trail continues for a while. So it's at this point where the Great Western Trail and the Elgin branch are the same trail just for a little bit. And then the Elgin branch will branch off to the right up there. Okay, so it's at this point where the Elgin branch heads over this way. The remainder of the Great Western Trail heads west this way, just a couple of more miles. There's a side path over here that goes right into a neighborhood that's currently closed, although I've seen it in use. Earlier this year, I explored this section of trail, and the arrow on this sign was facing the wrong way. This sign here, though, that they have here at this intersection is actually quite misleading, because if you wanted to actually maintain being on the Prairie path, you'd actually have to go this way. I don't know why the arrow is pointing this way. So it looks like they have updated the arrow to have it actually point towards the Elgin branch of the Prairie path, guiding you this way instead of guiding you that way. So that definitely makes it easier for people who are not familiar with all of the trails in the area. They also have a Dupage County trail guide here, which never shows enough. It shows enough on the east side, but they should just show a little more. They should show it all the way to the Fox River Trail instead of cutting it off here on the two spurs and the Elgin branch up there. We are right where the Elgin branch meets Army Trail Road. Looks like there's trail parking on both sides of the street here. There's the gentleman parked over there. You should be aware that there is a porta potty there that every time I've been on this trail, I've seen it there. So it's possible they take it down during winter. Winter on the Elgin branch is unfortunately creeping up. This being Thanksgiving week, there are not going to be that many more rides left before the temperature plummets and we start getting a bunch of snow, unfortunately. As usual, when given an opportunity, take a moment to recognize Old Glory, waving in the strong breeze, standing proudly as she should. Okay, so just after we cross under Stearns Road, we have a roundabout here. If we were to hang a right, we would end up at James Pate Phillips State Park. There are some trails there, and I have a few rides that I have that start from that location. It's a good location if you're interested in doing a loop ride. But we're going to head this way underneath Illinois Route 25 towards the Fox River Trail. Okay, so another trail intersection here. We're going to be heading this way across the bridge here towards Elgin. You could also access the Fox River Trail in St. Charles if you were going to continue this way. Okay, so we've made it to the end of the Elgin branch of the Illinois Prairie Path. At this point, if you wanted to head south on the Fox River Trail, you would go through the new tunnel this way. That tunnel was just opened earlier this year. And if you wanted to head north, towards where the Fox River Trail ends in Algonquin and then continues on as the Prairie Trail all the way almost up to the Wisconsin border. You'd head this way here. But we are going to turn around and head this way because at this point I have about an hour and 20 minutes left of sunlight, and we got some clouds moving in, and the temperature is dropping and the wind is picking up. So I'm going to have to start making my way back to Wheaton. Okay, so we've made it back to mile marker 0 of the Elgin branch. So hopefully we still get some warm weather between now and the end of the year. So I'm hoping to do some more rides still. But other than that, looks like we lost about 8 degrees on the way back. The sun is getting close to going down. And at this point, I'm going to pack up the bike and head back. Catch you on the next ride.